Welcome to Puerto Rico. So we have been here for a couple of days now, and already it's been amazing.
Yeah, we're staying on the west side of the island right now, and so this part of the island, we're currently in Rincon, but we're staying in Aguadilla.
Which is somewhere behind us.
Somewhere back this direction.
Yeah, but we came down to Rincon because they had some delicious food we wanted to try and some really good surf spots.
Yeah, so today we're going to take you on a food tour with us because we love trying the local cuisine anywhere we go. And when I was here last time for work, it was only like 36 hours, but we did try Mofongo, which I loved.
Yeah, Mofongo has been great, and so many of the other things we've had. So we've taken some pictures. We haven't been brave enough to break out the camera totally
Just yet.
in some of the places, but we're going to try it. It's going to be awkward, but we'll embrace it.
Punta Rincon, which is a remote beach just, I think, on the north side of Aguadilla. It's close to the Aguadilla airport. And I am trying a local Puerto Rican drink, which I have tried many times before in my life because a piña colada is one of my favorite drinks, if not my top favorite drink, I would say. So let's be real, this is not the first one I've had even on this trip alone. But it's basically just a pineapple and coconut or cream of coconut blended drink, and it can have rum in it or it can be served as a mocktail without rum. I've actually had them on this trip, I think, all without alcohol. So they're served pretty much everywhere. We've had one at a smoothie shop, one at a restaurant, and now here at a roadside stand. So here we go. Let's see how it is. Delicious, of course. It's so refreshing, but also kind of tart and sweet with the coconut. I love a good piña colada. This is an arepa. It is basically a pocket, usually made with flour, but in Puerto Rico, it's usually made with coconut flour. At least that is like the most local type of cuisine. So it's usually filled with something, different types of seafood. We got mariscos mixtos, which is basically just different types of seafood salad together. So I'm excited to try it. I don't think there's a delicate way to eat this. That was a really small bite. It was really good though. Unlike other arepas, the flour is kind of sweet. So it has a really unique flavor to it. I mean, it's fried coconut flour filled with seafood. How could you go wrong? Also, another piña colada with a little shark inside.
These are tostones de camarones. So tostones are made with plantains that are smashed and then fried. And these are formed into little cups, so then they can hold a filling. So it's Tostones Rellenos, and these ones are filled with shrimp. And they look delicious. They're also super hot, so my fingers are kind of burning, but let's try it anyway. It's super fresh. It's crunchy on the outside, kind of sweet too, and it's just perfect. Everything blends together really well, and it's just super, super fresh. So definitely get these whenever you're here. Tostones can be filled with all kinds of different things, and it's a specialty around the island. Puerto Rico is also known for its mojitos. You can get them at a ton of different restaurants all over the island. This one is a passion fruit mojito. It's a mojito de parcha, is what it's called. So this one has passion fruit in it, but you can get all kinds of different ones with all sorts of different tropical fruits, and it looks absolutely delicious. So while Devin has been having her pina coladas, I have been having some mojitos. They're delicious. Cheers.
Well, that was delicious. It was fun to like have a little bit of a more casual meal because we haven't gotten that yet. We are at Carlos Seafood in Fajardo, and yeah, both the arepa and the tostones were amazing. The seafood tasted so fresh, loaded with vegetables, but all of like the bases just have so much flavor. The tostones and the arepa, especially the arepa with the coconut kind of flavor, absolutely delicious.
Awesome. So this dish is mofongo, and it can be filled with all kinds of different things. We got ours this time with shrimp, but another common one is with chicken or with skirt steak. So it looks delicious. Mofongo is a dish that's made with mashed plantains. It's usually served with a side of rice and beans and other plantains that have been fried. So it looks delicious, so let's dig into it. Cheers. The sauce on it is made with garlic, but you can get all kinds of other sauces. There's specifically like a Creole sauce. It's more of like a red sauce, I think. But the garlic is the way to go. So when in Puerto Rico, you have to get mofongo. Give it a try.
So we've gotten to try a lot of great foods in Puerto Rico. Honestly, everything was delicious, but I think my favorite were those coconut arepas. Mostly because I've had arepas before, and I've always loved them, but the coconut flavor just adds the sweetness, which pairs really nicely with that fresh, limey, salty seafood that was stuffed inside.
Yeah, for sure. My favorite was the mofongo. It's sweet, and it's salty, and it's saucy, and it goes with everything. And so it was definitely a go-to for me.
That's fair. I want to be clear, though, that the arepas do not take the place of pina coladas, because pina coladas are still my top favorite.
Yeah, it's a category in itself.
Yeah, just by itself. But we think Puerto Rico is amazing. It truly is like paradise on earth. The beaches are beautiful, clear turquoise waters, and the culture is just so fun and lively and vibrant. It's just a really great place to go. And we flew into San Juan, but we also spent time on the western side of the island in Aguadilla, which is where I'd been for work previously. We really enjoyed it over there. We got to meet up with a former coworker of mine, Vince, and go out dancing, and we just had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So in addition to trying some of the food, we also got to do some other things to explore the island. So one of those things was the Yunque National Forest, which is a must-see kind of place, especially the waterfalls and the hikes. So bring your swimsuit because you'll want to get into the pools underneath the waterfalls. But pro tip, go on the weekday and not on the weekend, because on the weekend, all the other people on the island want to flock to these areas to cool off from the heat. So another thing that we did was Old San Juan too. So bring your walking shoes to Old San Juan, walk around the streets, see all the colors, hear the live music, and try some of the food there.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Plus we saw 2 iguanas in Old San Juan, which were so awesome. I was very excited to see iguanas. I think for the first time out, just kind of out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you like what you've seen in this video, subscribe to our channel because we'll have more of this kind of thing to come.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments if you're team mojito over here or team pina colada. You're definitely team pina colada. And subscribe, like Phil said, so that you can be notified when our next video comes, which is a food tour of Costa Rica. So we're super excited to have you along the journey with us.
Yeah, so we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Here, Phil, let's take a sip together.
Wow.
This is the behind the scenes.
This is our current state.
We're tired.
We're quite tired.
And we're getting rained on now.
No. Curse you.
I'm glad I got that on video.